My mother's words sliced through the room sharper than the cake knife she gripped. We're not leaving you anything in our will. The dining table froze. My siblings smirked. My fork hovered midair. I nodded once and kept eating. They thought I'd crack, beg, rage. Instead, I chewed my bite of roast beef as if nothing had shifted. But something had. Inside me, a line was drawn. It had always been this way. From childhood, I was the outsider. My brother, the golden boy. My sister, the delicate one. Me, the worker bee. Invisible unless they needed something done. When I paid for mom's prescriptions, it was forgotten. When I covered dad's overdue bills, no one said thank you. But the one time I missed a family barbecue, I was branded selfish. I spent years playing along, keeping my head down, believing blood meant loyalty. But loyalty, I learned, was a one-way contract. The cracks had shown slowly. Once, I overheard Mom on the phone, "Audrey will be fine. She doesn't need us. The house goes to Brian, of course." Another time, my sister asked me to co-sign her loan. When I hesitated, she hissed, "You're just jealous I'll get more than you when they're gone." It wasn't the money, it was the contempt, the way they dismissed my worth, as if I were a placeholder in my own family. So when Mom declared it openly at her birthday table, I didn't flinch. I had already shifted into silence, the most dangerous weapon. Because what they never noticed, what they never cared enough to see, was what I had been building when they weren't watching. The first app I coded, they laughed at. People pay for that? That's not a real job. The first contract I signed, they ignored. The first million I made, I didn't tell them. And when the second followed, and then the third, I learned to wear invisibility like armor. No new car, no flashy clothes, no signals. I let them keep believing I was the struggling one, the one with nothing coming to her. I was patient. That night, the universe handed me the perfect stage. It started with my nephew. He was 10, glued to the television in the living room while the adults lingered at the table, smug with their wine glasses. "And Audrey's on TV!" he shouted. The room went still. Chairs scraped. My mother's birthday smile froze. We all turned toward the screen. And there I was, a live business segment, my face framed under a headline, "Audrey Johnson, IT millionaire signs global contract." Silence fell like a hammer. I didn't say a word. I just leaned back in my chair, watching their eyes widen as the anchor spoke about my company, my $50 million valuation, the deal I had signed overseas. Their smirks evaporated. My mother's knuckles whitened around her glass. My father swallowed hard. For once, they looked at me, not through me. And I made sure they saw nothing in return. No gloating, no explanations. Just calm, calculated stillness. Then the questions started. "Why didn't you tell us? When did this happen? Why would you keep this a secret from your family?" I let the pause drag. Then I said, evenly, "Because you told me I'd never be anything. Because you decided I didn't matter." Their mouths opened, closed, like fish gasping on dry land. The irony is, I don't need their will, not their house, not their money, not their crumbs of approval. But they need the illusion of superiority, of being in control. And in that moment, watching them stare at the screen, realizing I had surpassed every limitation they chained me with, they knew the truth. They had cut me out, and in doing so, they had cut themselves off from me forever. Since that night, the calls haven't stopped. My sister suddenly wants to collaborate. My brother suggests investing together. My parents hint at rewriting the will. I let them talk. Then I hang up. Because the revenge was never about money. It was about silence. About showing them that their rejection was irrelevant. That while they were busy mocking, I was busy building. I don't need their inheritance. I built my own legacy. And the sweetest revenge is this: they only discovered my worth when it was already too late to claim a piece of it.